What's going on, guys? jonyfraze back with another build video. This time we are doing a build for the homegirl Chobokins. This was commissioned by Dark Lucario, and we had artwork by the homie Umora. So this is a white BnB, and it also has the clear top and bottom, so we can do the artwork on the top and bottom. So as you can see, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing manual artwork this time. Again, you can get your artwork prints from Focus Attack, but due to time constraints, I decided to just print my own and do a manual cut. So the top is done, and I'm gonna grab the print for the bottom and start cutting this out. As you can see, I'm using my familiar technique of just using a box cutter and some masking tape or blue tape to kind of hold everything down while I go ahead and just cut stuff out. All right, so it's time to actually build the BnB. I was actually using a spare top panel from another BnB to cut out the artwork. I just kind of had that laying around as a template. But here we go. So we are starting the BnB. First things first, I'm gonna install the joystick. So for this build, I believe we just used a stock JLF. So that is the lever that was chosen for this one, and you'll see that I also have a white dust cover and shaft cover, which is kind of rare. They came with some of the Kwamba sticks from back in the day, and fortunately I had some laying around. So joystick is in, and PCB is getting installed. This one is the Brook PS3/PS4 fighting board. It's the one that's around $50 US. You can get it at your favorite arcade stick store. And you'll also notice that I already installed the 4-pin cable for the touchpad. All right, removing some of the protection there. And I'm hiding the artwork because I don't want the chat to see just yet what it looks like. I always do a little surprise for everybody. And as you can see, I'm actually popping in the standoffs. And again, guys, if you've watched my BnB assembly videos, you got to make sure that standoffs are a little loose while you're building, and then you can tighten them down during the end. So here's my famous reveal of the artwork. We always do like a little routine with that. Everyone throws me bits, so it's pretty funny. So the artwork is a Kirby's Dreamland theme mixed with E-Honda and a couple things that Chobo likes. So shout out to Ms. Lima Hilton. She was basically like the art director for this project and was guiding Umora and basically all of us through this build. So as far as buttons, we are using 30mm Sanwas, and these are of course the screw-in types, as you can see. We also chose a matching bubble pink ball top. You'll see when I flip it over. Here we go. It's still covered in plastic, but that's just there for protection. Okay, so it looks like we're populating the side auxiliary buttons. For these guys, I typically use these Seimitsu buttons just because I kind of like the punchier feel for the auxiliary buttons. And we went with the clear variants too, so you can get them in solids as well as clear. And if you take a look, I'm actually installing the Buttercade surround for the USB port. Wires are going down. So that is the touchpad L3 R3 side. And I'm using the 20-pin harness by Brook. Makes life a lot easier. You can do this manually, by the way, guys. You don't have to use the 20-pin setup, but you know, for consumer builds, I like to use those just because if something goes wrong, I could just be like, okay, you know what, just buy this 20-pin cable and just replace everything, versus like a hand wire job if it's for a customer that may, you know, encounter something down the line. Just a lot easier to use. But if you guys like doing your own wiring, then, you know, go for it. So grounds and signal, and usually what I do is a test fit. There we go. USB cable. And definitely a ton of zip ties. Just trying to make it look a little tidy before we button it up. All right, so here I am installing a LED light strip. You can see me testing it out. Now these are a little tricky. It depends what you want to light up on the stick. My intent was just to get an outer glow on the sides. So I'm kind of wrapping around the LEDs and cutting it in like basically an oval. So it shines out on all sides. So there we go, I just zip tied it, and there's a quick test of it lighting up and flashing a fade pattern. Doing a quick button check, making sure everything's working. And here we are peeling off the bottom artwork, keeping the theme the same with the Kirby's Dreamland. Awesome, awesome job by Yumura. Shout out to him once again. And I should have just a couple more feet to install. And also I need to flip it over and tighten the top bolts, and that basically locks everything in. So a little bit more embellishments to do. First of all, I use these bubble stickers that I get from my local dollar store to cover the screws, just to kind of give it a nice touch. So we chose yellow for this. And then also for the back, I put some padding on here for a little bit of grip, and I cut it out with the shape of a cloud just to kind of match the theme. So that's white foam adhesive pads that you can use, and here it is with the LEDs on, and you can see that little remote that will allow me to change colors. Showing it off. It's looking like everything is done, and I got to deliver it to Chobo the following day, and I'm pretty sure she liked it. Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out during this time-lapse commentary of Chobokins Kirby's Dreamland themed BnB Fightstick. You guys know what to do. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up, and sub if you like the content. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys later. This is jonyfraze. Peace.
Woo! Wow, so
Wow.
bright. I love this stick.